Hello everyone, Game Master Mike here, and I want to show you all my Game Boy collection so far. Now, I do not have a ton yet, but pretty soon I want to get more of them. This is what I currently got, and these are all my Game Boy Advance games, which I want to show you. These are all boxed, by the way. And I want to give you a brief history of how I got them. Starting off with this original Game Boy. This is the second Nintendo handheld out there. This is the huge one, and as you notice, it is the clear one, and it is very rare. It's going for a lot of money, and I'm glad to have this Game Boy. It was my dad's, but he passed it on to me, and I enjoyed playing it. I play Wario Land 2 a lot on it. I used to play that game a lot. I believe I got 100% complete on it. So I'm glad I got it. And then the next Game Boy handheld is this Game Boy Pocket. And I got the clear one because I like clear handhelds. This is pretty neat. It uses 2 AAA batteries except for 4 AA batteries like the fat Game Boy. And I took it on trips, and with me everywhere I go. I took it on field trips. I played it in school a lot. Everyone liked my Game Boy. And for it, I got Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DS. Now, I had the original Link's Awakening, but I ended up selling it. I don't know why. I used to have like more Game Boys. I remember having Super Mario Land, Tetris, Frogger, Aladdin, Mulan. Well, unfortunately, I've ended up selling it, by the way. And over here is my Game Boy Color. Now, this is the green one, which I bought not too long ago. I used to have a navy blue one, but apparently my trip to Gettysburg, I was playing Super Mario 64 DX. Well, here's what happened. I tripped and fell and broke my navy blue Game Boy Color, which sucked. I didn't know what to do with it, so I must have thrown it out because it is completely broken. I couldn't get the game out of it. It was like welted, stuck in there. It was probably broken anyway. And these 2 Game Boy Color games I got is I Will Never Give Up is Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. I enjoy playing these expansion games a lot. I really enjoy them. Those are probably my favorite Zelda Game Boy games out there. Pretty neat working on with the series to A Link to the Past, which is the sequel to those Zelda games. I really enjoy playing them. Alright, then the next Game Boy that I got is the Game Boy Advance. This is my original one, which I bought in 2001, and as you notice, the cover has broken off. I bought this at KB Toys in 2001 for like $89.99. I also bought Super Mario Advance with it, which I also sold, and of course, Wario Land 4. I cannot believe I sold it. Now, the only 2 loose Game Boy Advance games I got is Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones, which is an alright Fire Emblem. No, this is probably my least favorite. And I picked this up at a yard sale for like 25 cents. Masters of the Universe. This is like the new He-Man, which is on the Game Boy, which is like the new TV series, which didn't last too long. And apparently I sold some games to get a Game Boy Advance SP, which is a black Onyx one. Well, guess what? I sold that one for a DS. Yep, I sold it for a DS. Then after that, I had to sell my original purplish blue DS to get the DS Lite. And apparently I use my DS Lite now to play Game Boy games, and my DSi to play DS games. Well, I'm going to have to get a new DS Lite soon, because apparently the battery like drains if you play it in an hour, then it goes off. I think the battery's going bad. I'm probably either going to on my DS Lite, replace the battery or get a new one. I think I'm going to get a new DS Lite. I'm going to see what colors are out there. Alrighty then, I'm glad I showed you all my original Game Boy collection and games that I currently have. And next, to show you my complete boxed Game Boy Advance games. I got quite a good bit. Now first, to start out with the hard-to-find classic NES series, we got Super Mario Brothers, Dr. Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2: The Adventures of Link, Metroid, Pac-Man, awesome port of the arcade series, which is on Game Boy and on the NES. I really like that one. We got Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, an excellent port of the Super Nintendo Super Mario World. We got Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Four Swords. The Legend of Zelda, The Minish Cap, a pretty neat Zelda game. I love to do exploring and get tons of items from shards from it. We got Fire Emblem, the first Fire Emblem that came out in North America because of Super Smash Bros. Melee, because due to tons of requests, I'm glad I played that game. It is pretty neat. I love the Fire Emblem series. Now we got Sonic Advance 3 and Sonic Battle. I do not own Sonic Advance and Sonic Advance 2 yet. I'm planning on getting those really soon. We got, next is the Square Enix games. We got Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which is the sequel to the first Final Fantasy Tactics for the PlayStation. We got Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawns of Souls, which is a pretty neat port of the original Final Fantasy 1 and 2, and it's also a remake. We got Final Fantasy 4 Advance, one of my favorite Final Fantasies, which is on Game Boy on the go. And here is Final Fantasy 5 Advance and Final Fantasy 6 Advance. And we got Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which is also remade on the PS2. Now this is probably my least Kingdom Hearts game out there. I like the traditional RPG, except for swapping cards. If you like run out, you probably messed up in the game, but it's Kingdom Hearts and it'll do. Pretty neat for my Kingdom Hearts collection. And we got Tales of Phantasia, an excellent port of the original Tales of games for the Super Famicom, which was only released in Japan, and this was ported in North America. I really do like this Tales game. And finally, Rivera, The Promised Land. I really do like this RPG on the Game Boy. It is kind of tough, but once you get the hang of it, then it is easy. You gotta like memorize tons of things. There are tons of puzzles, and they also remade this game on the PSP. And there you go, folks. That is my entire Game Boy collection that I wanted to show you all. Well, thank you for watching, and I'm gonna soon start collecting Game Boy games.